So today I'm gonna put together the freezer meal for the Salsa Verde shredded pork. So we love shredded pork at our house. So the recipe that you're getting is calling for a Boston butt or a pork shoulder. At our house, we prefer pork tenderloins. So that's what I'm gonna use. So that's the beauty of Pampered Chef freezer meals, is that you can make changes as you need to, depending on what your family likes. So this one calls for that pork shoulder. I've got a pork tenderloin, so I like to take it out of the package and put it into another bowl because a lot of times there's some juices in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this into a freezer bag. So you're gonna double bag. So the first bag that we have, I'm gonna go ahead and add this pork tenderloin to it. And I like to put my bags into a bowl so then they can stand up, and that way you hopefully will not have the problem of them tipping over in all your ingredients, although it has happened to me. So I'm gonna go ahead, that's the bowl with the pork on it. I'm gonna use this as my trash bowl. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop up an onion. So I cleaned up the onion first by taking the peel off of it, and I used my 3-inch paring knife from the Foundations knife set. So this is our Foundations knife set. What's really cool about this block is that not only can you stand it on your counter, but you could also fold it over and you could put it into a drawer. So if you're lucky enough to have a lot of cabinet space or drawer space, then that's always an option. So included in this set is the paring knife. There's also a 5-inch utility knife. This is an amazing, amazing bread knife. And then we have an 8-inch chef's knife. So they fit right in here. I keep them back here on my counter so that I can just literally grab them when I need them. I don't have the space to put them into a drawer, but that's a great host product. So our host bonuses have been 60% off your choice of pieces. So I'm going to show a couple different pieces that are great host items, and that Foundations knife set is one of them. I actually have 3 different ones that I'm going to share with you. So March is 60% off anything, and we have a brand new catalog with 25 plus new products in it. So I've got my onion ready. I'm gonna wedge it. So because I'm gonna use the twist and chop to chop it, I'll show you that in a second. I wanna wedge it before I put it in here. So this one, sometimes you get those great big onions and they don't fit on here. This is our veggie wedger. You can use it to wedge your onions. You can use it for oranges, potatoes, anything round that will fit right on here. Can't do an apple because you've got the core, unless you've already taken the core out of it. You could do that, but it'll make it into these nice 6 wedges. Okay, so we're gonna use the twist and chop. This is one of my favorite products to chop with. But again, we've got different options. You can use the twist and chop, which is another one of the host favorites that I was talking about. We have the twist and chop, we have the food chopper, we have the manual food processor. So lots of different options for chopping up an onion. So this piece has your blade, which pops out, your main piece for your all your ingredients. But this isn't just for chopping an onion or whatever vegetable that you need to chop up. It's also great for mixing things. The unique thing about this twist and chop is that the blade moves up and down as well as around. A lot of times you get a food processor where it only goes around, and then you've got all these ingredients on the top that never incorporate in. But that's why we love making chicken salad or ham salad with this, because we can get our meat chopped up and then we can add our other ingredients and it integrates them. There's a hole right here if it's a recipe that you need to add an oil to, you can do that while it's chopping. I just had a friend purchase this because that was the feature that she needed and she didn't have on her chopper. So it also will pulse, or we can just let it go. So I'm gonna take my onion and just pop it in here. And it literally takes 3 seconds to get this piece. Now, if you wanted it chopped into bigger pieces, I would definitely just pulse it, but I would just gonna let it go. So that's what I want. I got some big, I got some little. Pop that blade out of there. This piece and the lid are both dishwasher safe. So I've got my onion and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add it into my bag with my pork. Grab a scraper, get this all out of here. Sometimes I think I need to purchase a second one of these, which you can, to have, because sometimes I'm doing multiple recipes at one time that call for this, but this has been a host favorite product. So get that out of the way. Okay, so got my onion done. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some garlic. So I'm going to use, everyone's familiar with the garlic press, which is what our recipe says to use, but I'm just going to show you another option, and that's going to be our and the name just went whoop. So this is our garlic mincer. I can't think of the name of it, but anyhow, looks like our little, or our previous air fryer. But anyhow, I'm gonna start with, I have 3 cloves of garlic. The difference between this piece and this one is that this one, you know, you don't have to peel your garlic. With this piece, you are gonna peel your garlic, and it comes with a little peeler. I happen to have a bigger one because not sure where that little one went to. I need to purchase another one. So I'm going to put this in the silicone piece, which, like I said, this piece comes with one. And what it does when you roll it, it takes that peel off of there. So no minced garlic from a jar is happening at our house. So fresh garlic tastes so much better and just has all that garlic flavor that you want. So with this piece, you can either open from the top and you can make garlic slices. You can open from the bottom and you can do minced garlic. It has, whoops, this little container here. So this piece here, if I wanted to make some garlic paste, I would just rub this on here and make some paste with this. So I want minced garlic. So I'm gonna put this in the right way. Right here, I'm gonna add my garlic to the top. And I'm going to use just a little bit, get this off, of pressure. So I've had some older people that have chosen to take this piece over the press, because I know it too, as we get older, sometimes it gets harder to press through that garlic. And so this will help. So press this through, and then the last piece. Okay, so what I'm left with is some diced garlic right there in my container. And I'm gonna add this into here, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Oh, this is pepper. This is another new product for spring. This is our electric salt and pepper grinder. So I have the salt, I have the pepper, and it comes in this nice little case. And did you notice? They're electric. They're rechargeable. Okay, I'm gonna add some red pepper flakes. Not a measure. It says 1/4 teaspoon at our house. We probably go with a little bit more than that. And then I have to say, the Pamper Chef seasoning that goes in here is our carnita seasoning. So mine's stuck in a package, not local. And so when I get ready to make this, I know that I need to add the 2 tablespoons of the carnitas seasoning mix to give it all the additional flavor. So the last ingredient that I have, make sure, garlic, got it, is I'm gonna add, it says Salsa Verde, I make my own salsa here at our house, at my house. So I went and got a jar of my own salsa. I took the lid off as I can. I'm going to use the 5-in-1 opener. Lift up, and it's going to release that lid. So if you haven't seen this piece, it'll open your 2-liter bottles or your Diet Coke bottle or whatever. It'll open another bottle. This side will, like I said, open up that lid. It will also open up a jar, so like a spaghetti sauce jar. Set it on the side. The other thing is this will work on a can. So let me see if I can find a can with a pop top. Here we go. I won't open it, but I'll show you. This is going to slide right in here, and then it's going to open that up, and then you can take this and pull that back. So super easy to use. So I'm going to take this jar of salsa and I'm going to add it in here. So one of the most important parts of freezer meals is to make sure that you double bag your bags and that you mark it and that you date it. So I'm going to seal this. Oops. Try to get as much air out of it as I can. I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to just pause it a little bit. Get it all mixed together. And then I'm going to now try to get the air out of there. Because when you put it into the second bag, you don't want the air in here. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this. I've already got my other bag. Off of there. I've already got it dated and what's in here. You hate to go to a freezer and they're like, what's inside and when did I make that? So I'm going to add this, double bag it. When I tell people that do these and they have used that second bag, maybe you've marked the first one, not the outside one, don't throw this outside one away unless you've had something leak into it, because you can definitely reuse these. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to try to get all that air out of there. Try to do it again. And here we go. So the only thing at the bottom, you're going to have cooking day directions, and I need to cut this. I'm going to put it on the inside, and I'm also going to make a note for myself that I need to add 2 tablespoons of the carnita seasoning when I get ready to make it. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks so much.